And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Mick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fry.
Kill a camera.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Good Improv Watches, the show that you know is the only show on the internet that watches us watch something stupid while you watch us watching that stupid thing.
It's
That's
so
right.
meta.
It's the only one that watches us watching something stupid while we watch. There's probably plenty of other ones where you can watch other people watch stupid things, but why would you want to watch other people watch stupid things?
Makes
You
no
know?
sense.
Makes no sense at all. Watch stupid people watching stupid things.
Exactamundo, friends, and we're diving into a wild, obscure movie. And we're going to be giving you some hilarious commentary that'll have you in stitches without having to go to the hospital, so that'll be fun. And not only will it be fun, it'll be unreasonable fun, because that is what we strive for. And if you have unreasonable fun watching this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.
Give it
Right.
an unreasonable thumb up.
Wow. If
See?
you only
See
have
what I did there?
reasonable
Took-
fun, we're going to ask you to reserve judgment till our next time. Maybe we're just off
Yeah.
a little bit today.
No, I think if you only have reasonable fun, we will respectfully ask you to leave. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's fair.
Don't
Try to meet
ruin
us where
other
we are.
people's-
Meet us where we are.
Yeah.
Well, where are we today in terms of obscure movies that no one has ever seen before?
Well, we are watching something called The King's Regiment.
Oh,
It's
I
about
looked-
Canada's most successful war.
there you go. I looked this up.
Childhood obesity?
The war against childhood. I don't think we're winning that one.
I know we're losing
looked
that
it
one
up.
quite seriously.
I looked it up, and the alternate title to this movie is 1812. So, I mean, they didn't even really think too long. Like, when did that war happen? 1812? Just call it 1812. So that's the ultimate. And the only description it gives is, so 1812, directed by Adam Levine. Here's the description. A Chronicle of 1812.
It's not that Adam Levine.
Oh, okay, I was wondering.
It's Alan Levine.
1812 is not just the year, but that was actually the final score in the War of Canada versus the United States.
1812. Canada 18, the United States 12.
I've always found it amusing how proud Canadians are of, well, we went in there and burnt down the White House. I mean,
Yeah,
Canada
yeah.
didn't even actually exist in 1812, and it was pretty much
It was
all the British.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
British. We were a British colony. Those were British soldiers.
Yeah, but
The
now we're
actual
totally
Canadian-
free of the British crown. There's absolutely no link tethering us to the monarchy anymore.
Except all
That's
those
right.
pictures on our money.
Yep.
Well,
Royal
let's say
accent.
we get to the place we watch these debacles
All right.
and begin to watch this particular debacle.
This historically accurate debacle.
Did you guys ever the geek where the guy said debacle?
What?
Yeah, he mispronounced debacle.
Oh, yeah, no, it was on a Star Trek documentary.
Yeah.
And he said debacle instead of debacle.
Yeah, that's the geek. That was the geek from Meet the Geeks. He was the Star
Beat
Trek.
The geeks.
Oh, they're showing us the movie.
Look at how whimsical this war was.
Yeah, it looks a little fun. Starring Craig Williams. Looks like they spared no expense.
This is the song the guy on the flute would play while they're marching into battle.
Looks like the beginning of a sitcom.
It really does, doesn't it? The War of 1812 was fought in front of a live studio audience.
That's right. Now, before we start watching, do you think this was just like they had access to like some fort, or this is the historical site at the fort? And they said, well, let's make a movie to show them how history really was. And it's just like it would be the equivalent of like Fort Edmonton making a movie.
I think that's pretty certain. Yes.
Is it commonplace for a movie to show you the entire movie in the opening credits?
It looks like this is though. We won't have to see any of it now. We can just stop it.
I mean, it does look incredibly action-packed, I gotta say.
Okay, now we're into the movie proper here.
All right, here we go. And then the music starts up again. It's just more montage.
April 26, 1813. I am Sergeant John Marshall of the British Grenadiers, stationed outside of York on the northwest shore of Lake Ontario.
Yes, and that accent sounds fantastic, John. Keep it up.
Colonies in British North America. I never intended to write of my adventures in Canada, but some of my comrades thought it would make a jolly good story to take back to England.
Jolly good.
To the printing houses, or at least have.
Like we got about different words there.
To my grandchildren, if I get back in any shape to have grandchildren. Enough of my motives for writing this tale.
My penis and testicles shot off.
Oh, he just blew a cool little smoke ring there. That was neat.
In the countryside,
unless that's a digital effect.
That's the whole effects budget right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we gotta have that smoke ring, guys.
Something rather odd.
Industrial Light and Magic came in just to make that smoke ring.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of those shows you used to watch when it was like made by like a Canadian and Mexican like co-production or something, right? It was that kind of level of like this cinematography, this.
Yeah. They didn't have drones back then, so they just put a man in a tree there.
Yeah, drone shots used to just be they fling a guy out of a catapult while he films down towards the
they
ground.
Just throw the camera up in the air and hope when it was spinning, it would like get a couple shots.
Fresh. There's something fishy about this.
Come on, I say, lads.
Well, they had horrible camo back then, hey? Nowadays, modern soldiers are all blended in with the forest, and these guys stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, here come those evil Yankees. One of those guys wearing glasses.
I think he was, yeah.
Look at this. The feathers around the shaft would indicate Plains Indians, but none of the tribes of the eastern woodlands. It's a fake.
It's a fake. They're faking. That's what the rest of this movie is about. They're faking First Nations artifacts, and they're going to be tried and put on trial.
Affection between the Indians and settlers along.
If you pluck the feathers around your shaft, it makes your shaft look bigger.
That's right.
True.
You got to trim them.
So quiet. Yes, I know. That's what bothers me.
Yes, and what's that house doing in the woods?
Oh, that's better. It's no longer quiet. My fears are assuaged.
Okay, you know how long it takes to reload that? Everyone would get one shot off, and then the next 5 minutes would be them like reloading all their stuff.
You had to really want to shoot a guy back then.
Yeah.
We're told to hold your position until my command. You may have just cost us this entire mission.
Lieutenant! Why is he has a southern accent?
Yeah, all the way up in northern Canada.
Catch this!
I know he's supposed to be American, but still, did they have southern accents? Southern American accents in with American accents in 1812?
They must have, right?
It hadn't been America for that long at that point, had it?
Well,
1776 to 1812. That isn't that long. It's like 30 years only.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here come reinforcements. What is this set that's just on fire and like half built or half destroyed? They totally just had access to these buildings, and they're like, "We'll film a historical movie."
You take it away from me! I'll kill you yet! Get your ass here! Now!
Well, it looks like the Aborigines are handling this. We'll just relax.
Well, we won the war, everyone. Well done.
Good job. Good show. Good show.
That the Americans were making raids deep inside British-held territory, leaving signs trying to implicate our Indian allies. This proved they were attempting to cause friction between us. But once again, our Indian friends...
We have no problem causing friction between us all by ourselves without the Americans' help.
1. The Americans have not yet decided whether to attack Kingston or Montreal. 2. They must take an offensive as soon as...
Both great targets.
What would you pick out of that, Kingston or Montreal?
Winter will soon be upon.
Probably Kingston for me.
To wait till
Kingston would be
It's
easier.
got King right in the
think.
title. You can stick it to the king.
Therefore, an attack seems imminent. 3. Kingston is presently a prime target. Commodore
there you go.
has yet assembled his fleet, and the loss
As opposed to a composite target.
Canada.
Kingston can only be expressed as a sum of its...
British North America would be lost forever.
And what do you in your
He's got very British eyes. They're all kind of buggy.
That's right.
4.
That's why he was chosen.
Now if, I say if, we were able to dissuade Dearborn, General Henry Dearborn, that Kingston is too difficult a target, he may very well opt for an attack on Montreal. We are presently training excellent spies.
So we'll just send them at the French guys, because we don't care about them. Crisis averted.
When the Americans make their main thrust, we'll have a damned good chance of catching them with their britches down. Sorry, sir.
I do believe you are sincere, Lieutenant.
You'd think they'd want to take their britches down if they were going to make their main thrust.
Yeah, that's right.
Tactics.
I love the sound control of this room, by the way, that he's clearly mic'd and the other guy's just echoey because they just mic'd the room.
Right. Well, the Americans have an agent in Kingston. A writer by profession, actually.
James Fillmore Cooper.
Yes, sir.
We have
James
one laugh,
Fillmore
Mike,
Cooper.
gentlemen.
James Fillmore Cooper was an agent for the Americans?
Diagram of all defenses and fortifications for the entire...
He's the guy who wrote Last of the Mohicans.
We don't know how.
Aha.
Now, one of our agents, a woman, has ingratiated herself into his company.
We don't even have a name for her. She's just a woman.
Now, we're reasonably...
A woman.
The Americans have a
Who
secret...
James Fillmore Cooper is
will be put on
stooping.
an American ship. Now, we can't exactly send a squad of grenadiers, but we can send Miss Wentworth. We intend to acquire these plans by having Miss Wentworth exchange them for a set which describe Kingston's fortifications.
Grenadiers are a great unit because they can throw grenades.
That's right. Throw grenadine. Guys, we could make pink lemonade with this.
A good plan, Smythe, but it won't wash.
May I ask why not, sir?
Because Miss Wentworth has another assignment, that's why not. Whilst keeping an eye...
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you, sir, with that echo.
...has to watch over a visiting dignitary.
Visiting dignitary, sir?
Yes.
Is that the dignitary?
Meanwhile...
You me. You insult me! That's right, Spanish pig!
It's like a fan film. It's like a Canada history fan film.
Like gentlemen! Grab swords! For battle! Vámonos, señores!
Like it's like, speaking of like Star Trek, it's like one of those Star Trek fan films you see, you can see on the internet, where they're...
Yes.
Oh, I say. Jolly good sword fight happening here. Okay, guys, maybe just flank them,
Yeah, really.
The guy who choreographed the fights in Game of Thrones choreographed this?
Wentworth.
Fredo?
Oh, Wentworth's annoyed.
Stab him. There you go.
Where's the reenactments of this stuff when you go to Fort Edmonton Park, huh?
Yeah.
Spanish people fencing in the streets.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
Ready
cut
for
off
his
his
name?
pantaloons.
Yeah.
Oh, jolly good show. Jolly good show.
Bravo,
There's the horses
bravo.
looking at the trough like, well, I'm not drinking that now.
London bridges falling down.
I mean,
No, he
that
just
could
took
not
the-
have been a weaker slice there.
He just took the three of you. No, I'll handle him by myself now. I was just holding back. Make the other two look like they were doing good.
This guy's so confident he's giving away swords.
I'm going to cut
You see like a school bus in the background with like kids getting off and just going on their class trip, learning to make candles.
Tourists taking pictures, yeah.
Carlos, please, for me, let him go.
Oh, it's you again, Miss Wentworth. Now look here.
Yes, I know.
You must understand. I don't know who your charge here is, or how important he may be. I can't have him continually causing trouble like this.
Yes, yes, of course. I understand completely.
Yes, of course, of course. My dialect coach says I'm doing much better at my part of Lady Wentworth.
I promise to cause no more trouble.
Can we go home now?
After I kill these other people.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Men, come with me.
So, this is what's so important. She has to guard this dignitary. This is why she can't, have sex with Jane Fillmore Cooper and prevent the inevitable attack of Kingston.
I cut
Selfish.
pieces. They were like children.
One of these days,
I stabbed them as easy as they were children.
no.
Which I've done, being Spanish. It's very, very common over there. Now I must find the six-fingered man.
That was a neat transition.
Yeah, there we go. All downhill from here.
Good evening.
Why'd you say that like Dracula?
Good evening.
Good
Yeah.
evening.
I hear your dashing Spaniard created another row on the street today.
It was brought under control in short order, Mr. Cooper.
Yes, and it's a good thing, too.
Hey, do you think he's writing Last of the Mohicans right now?
Yeah, is that James Fillmore Cooper? I was going to say, is that James
I
Fillmore
think so,
Cooper?
yeah.
Maybe he is.
An excellent cover for your work with me on behalf of the United States. But I feel most uncomfortable regarding 2 points.
He did it like George Lucas. He wrote The Last of the Mohicans, then he wrote the first Mohicans.
That's right. Then he wrote the other prequels.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Last of the Mohicans was always intended to be the fourth in the series.
Sword.
Yeah.
It's not like he went back
That's right.
after because of the popularity or anything like that.
Self, than I and my associates feel may be appropriate, considering the nature of our mission. And 2, in view of the fact that he is under your charge on behalf of the British government, that does make you, for all intents and purposes, a true double agent.
Whoa.
Good evening, Lieutenant. We were just discussing the matter you brought to my attention earlier this morning.
I think you will find, gentlemen, that the information I have so
Miss
far gathered will
Wentworth.
prove to be completely worthy of your trust, and
Miss
furthermore...
Wentworth! Your loyalty to the United States is not in question. What I am saying is that you will be closely observed by both sides.
Especially those titties of yours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They'll be
you know what I
closely
mean.
observed.
Taking dinner.
Well, I suggest you go and join him. You'll make yourself more conspicuous yet by your absence. That'll be all. Good evening.
Now, excuse me, I must get back to my writing. Her breasts were pale as the moonlight as he ran his fingers over. This is just a private work that I'm working on. It's not meant to be published.
Ship that the transfer should take place in a little more than a week.
He's
You know
writing
how
Hawkeye
movies-
sex fan fiction.
You know how movies put a lot of fan service in nowadays? Do you think that this has something like that? Like if we really knew 1812 war really well, we'd be like,
Yeah,
look, it's the apple from the Battle of...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've got a feeling we're losing our cover here. I wish to leave Kingston immediately. My men and I are prepared to rendezvous at the place of the Wendigo.
What cover? You're both clearly Americans.
Sounds intriguing.
People know who James Fillmore Cooper is.
Death is in.
What cover are you talking about?
Evil spirits, the Indians say. Even they're afraid to go to it. When it's safe, we'll inform you of
He's talking about the Wendigo, isn't he?
plans.
Oh yeah.
One of our ships
That would be cool if all of a sudden this movie turned into like
here.
that would be cool. That's the movie I want to see. Okay.
Starts
It's like
ripping them apart.
1812.
Patrol has left.
Yeah, it's 1812 and there's a war and they're like it's Americans trying to get a one up on the British, but then they run into like a Wendigo and now they're in the forest and now it's like we got to work together because this thing's gonna kill us if we don't.
Indeed.
That's the movie I want to see. Let's watch that movie.
Yeah.
As a double agent.
Yeah, that's a good premise.
You've made your point, Lieutenant. I'll keep a doubly close watch on the girl.
A doubly close watch on the double agent?
Oh, so a quadruple watch.
Yeah, it's
That's 4 times the watch.
Yeah, so if you catch me staring at her chest, I'm just keeping an eye on the double agent. That's all that's happening.
That's right. Once you cross that bridge, my friend, the horseman's through. His power ends.
He almost decapitated himself right there, speaking of sleep.
That's how he became the headless horseman. That's how he did it. Just went under a low branch.
Just an embarrassing accident.
That's Washington. That's Washington Irving, though. That's not James Fillmore Cooper. Washington Irving shows up. Ah, we meet at last, Cooper, and then they have a big fight. Subtle.
Good afternoon, Miss Wentworth.
Mr. Smythe, welcome back to Kingston.
Thank you. You're looking lovely as ever, Miss Wentworth.
Any spy things to tell me?
Mr. Smythe, when was the last time you ate?
Cornwall, I believe.
Yesterday morning?
Is that a sexual advance, Miss Wentworth?
Spent all day yesterday stuck in a bog with a horse. Any news of the Americans?
Not here. Look.
And James Fillmore Cooper's new novel isn't turning out very good.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, I wrote The Last of the Mohicans. There's still a couple Mohicans left. The Mohicans is the first one.
Yes,
There's still
right.
lots of them.
Plenty of Mohicans around.
Too many Mohicans, if anything.
These are totally the same buildings that the. Oh, I guess it wouldn't make sense. These are the same buildings that the sword fight happened by. I'd laugh if the guy was still dead in the street that the Spaniard.
Feeling human?
Yes. A bit. Oh.
Fenimore Cooper has nearly completed the plans. In the next few days, they'll be taking them to the base inland.
What's this place, the Wendigo?
It's
Well, the guy playing George Fenimore Cooper is a lot more bald than the actual picture of him that I'm looking at. There's paintings of him, and he had a full head of hair.
Oh, okay.
They're doing him dirty.
After they leave,
slandering him.
What's the pickup point and the final destination?
They didn't say.
Well, what exactly does the document pouch look like?
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Torture them, they will tell you.
Alfredo, Carlos.
Oh, God, I did not believe that, oh, God. Sir.
Fighting a war.
Oh, God.
I would torture them. Only a little, un pocolito.
Now look here. Try to find out by tomorrow. And meet me outside the alehouse at 6 a.m. sharp. And whatever you find out, or don't find out, be there precisely on time.
I am an...
How can I tell you what I don't find out, stupid? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Alfredo, Carlos. He was just upset.
And the ale house at 6 a.m.? I mean, that sounds like a problem.
Of course.
I bet they made this Spanish character up because this guy could do a Spanish accent. Like, well, we got to put that in our movie.
We need a comic relief guy in here. Make him a Spaniard.
Now, a ship will arrive at the pickup point in 1 week's time. Therefore,
is this whole movie just going to be her lurking outside of half-open windows?
I think so. Oh, how menacing.
I know what I'm doing tonight. This guy's thinking.
I tried to look up if James Fenimore Cooper was actually a spy, but he also wrote a novel called The Spy. So that's kind of affecting the search.
Probably to throw people off.
Yeah.
Madre de Dios! This is an outrage! Quiet!
this weapon is magnificent.
Put that down this very instant!
This saber is presently being held for safekeeping by the government of the United States of America.
I will have you beheaded!
My apologies, sir.
We're not in the United States of America.
Conflict. But we're involved in a clandestine operation of the highest military importance.
Well, don't tell people that.
Why are you explaining that to your enemies?
But in my country, someone of my position is afforded rather more courtesy than has been demonstrated.
Smart of them to get the guy with the mustache to attack the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Got experience, you know.
He might have thought he was looking in a mirror or something while he was about to be grabbed.
Marine Corps. To whom do I have...
Geez, he actually wrote quite a few. He wrote a shit ton of books.
Carlos de Cordoba, Duke of Sierra Morena.
I only ever heard of The Last of the Mohicans and The Deer Slayer.
We got it.
Yeah, see, if you're an author, like maybe one or two of them actually becomes famous, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Honor, sir.
Gotta
The
churn
Deer
out
Slayer?
hundreds.
So that's like
Deer
Christopher Walken, like putting the gun to his head.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Maybe I'm thinking
Yeah.
of something else.
Senor.
Now they're gonna fight.
Vámonos, mi pocolito burro. Ajá. Ay. Bien. Ay, ya.
He hit him
Chopped
with the
him.
Karate
chop.
Yeah, it's a karate chop to the back of the head.
Claggett, get his clothes.
Okay, I thought we were just taking this guy for kidnapping here. I didn't realize that's what this mission was about.
And so, the Americans captured Don Carlos. After Miss Wentworth failed to...
I just found out today that there's a mod for Skyrim where if you fight the mercenaries and the mercenaries defeat you, they have their way with you.
Like but you have to put that in as a mod ahead of time.
Smythe went to enlist
Yeah.
Commodore James
Rather than kill you, they
Provincial Marine.
they have their way with you sexually.
Oh, I put on the sexual harassment mod.
And what happens to you then at the end of that?
Nothing good.
This is like you're trying to pass the mission over and over. The fourth time you try to do it, they're like, "You're not here to fight, actually, are you?"
Oh no! I dropped my sword again.
I'm failing this mission. Oh no!
He's doing one of his dragon shouts. It's just like, "Oh yeah, harder," instead of Fasroda, you know.
Good morning, sir.
Well, right on the
Instead of disarm, it's disrobe.
Yeah, exactly.
for breakfast too.
I've got problems, sir. Great, big, serious problems, sir.
Way to sound convincing.
Morning at 6 a.m.
Great big serious problems.
At 6:15, she still had
No one in this movie has sounded convincing about anything they've said.
ransacked, and both she and Don Carlos are missing. I can only suspect it's the Americans, sir. All I have to go on, sir, is something she said to me before.
Yep.
Something about an Indian name.
You can tell he's British because he's drinking tea.
That's right.
So all we've really got to go on is this Indian name, the place of the Wendigo.
That's right, sir.
It's not much.
Well, I know, sir.
Don't look right at the camera.
To us.
But what can we do,
That looks like Kevin Nealon.
sir?
Have you beheard
He does a little bit, yeah.
Role.
in the Grenadiers?
First big role, Kevin Nealon.
8th Regiment of Foot, born to aristocracy, had a bit of trouble back home, ended up over here in the ranks.
John Marshall, sir. Blew up the Grand Magazine at the Battle of York.
You heard about that, did you?
I delivered the orders to him from General Shafe, sir.
So now they're going to put a team together that, you know, are like our troublemakers.
Jenkins, for God's sake, open up.
Jenkins not here, man.
For God's sakes, the Yankees have got riflemen everywhere. You'll get us all killed. Well, what's it all about? Where the hell did you get that?
Give us a minute. Do you mind, my lord?
Look, if you're caught,
shops.
the Yanks will have you shot as a spy. So if this is
This whole movie is like a Monty Python setup with no punchline.
what is to do with a leg like that?
It's only a flesh wound.
Well, you're going to.
It's only a flesh wound.
He said it. He said it.
Unbelievable. He said the line.
Bloody right I was. I've never seen anything like it. 3 companies landed against our 1. More coming in the boats. Riflemen everywhere. We knew in the first few
It
minutes.
looked like they could jump over that wall pretty easily. It wasn't that high.
The scene went up.
Yeah.
It was like a...
Aye, we heard it. Even the Americans appreciate good craftsmanship, Meg. Building the Sir Isaac box, the biggest thing that ever happened to this town.
You really don't give a damn, do you?
Tom's an intelligent lad. He'll just lie low for a few days.
And you're just going to twaddle out of here with the rest of the glorious King's 8th Regiment.
Yes, I am going to twaddle out of here with the rest of the King's 8th Regiment.
King's been sailing the biggest damn warship these lakes have ever seen.
Come on.
Wonder if when they're making this film, the guys, oh, this is going to be huge, you guys.
How's it like?
This is going to put us on the map.
Bloody
It's
magnificent.
going to start a whole series of Canadian historical films.
Where's Sergeant Marshall?
The director's just like, don't get even one actor in this, okay?
Look how they...
Pull only
Yeah,
people
yeah.
you know. That's the only people we want in this.
Not fooling anyone you know.
Look, is everyone from Manchester as thick-headed as you are?
I found the Duchess, mate.
You are not!
Jenkins, what the hell? Smythe! It is Smythe, isn't it? What the hell are you doing out of uniform, man?
Less of a visible target, Sergeant. Orders from General Shafe.
Huh. Probably wants his brandy cask smuggled out in a hay wagon. What shall I do with him?
Now, it's Mr. Pussum's dinner time, so dismissed.
If I didn't see it delivered to you, he would personally supervise my ascent in paradise.
Old Rum Punch Bolton said that.
4.5 hours ago, Sergeant.
It's a powder magazine. General Shafe says to detonate it at once. It's about time, I dare say, with the Americans knocking at the gate as it is.
I dare say, indeed.
Man, if they ever learn that they can just like open the door without knocking, we're gonna be in big trouble.
The detonation of the magazine at York was the largest explosion experienced in North America to that time. Debris from the explosion rained on the American invaders, causing hundreds of casualties.
That's why they did the Halifax explosion, because like, hey, you know, hey guy, did you read that this was the largest explosion in America for that time? We can top that, right? Get that
Well, the
munitions
hell
ship
with
into the
that.
harbor.
Come along.
Right then, Sergeant. How would you like some help from a few of the 8 kings?
I'd like that a lot, sir. A hell of a lot.
We'll do it then, by God, Smythe. We're not beaten yet.
Wow. Oh, man. Oh.
Somewhere between Scarborough and York. We'll ship you to Scarborough. Your Dragoon horse. And find Marshall. Then we'll all meet on board.
Just the staging, the acting, the intensity, it's all perfect.
It's just all there.
Like the gold on his uniform. Shiny.
York is still ungarrisoned. It may be overrun again by the Yankees at any time.
Lad, I've been in this business for 20 years. I think I know a bit about what I'm doing, all right? Now, when I tell you to be on that ship, you be on that ship. Now off with you.
Yes, sir.
And Smythe.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Take a uniform. If York is occupied and you're wearing those clothes, the Yanks will have you shot as a spy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I get that a lot, sir.
Sir?
Get going!
This is like the equivalent of like the grumpy police chief.
Yeah.
Dennis Moore, riding through the night.
Hopefully we get back to the action instead of the blah, blah, blah here.
Yeah, what happened to Lady Wentworth?
Yeah.
And the
She
Spanish
got
guy.
abducted.
Glad they filmed this whole scene so we know that it takes time to ride a horse through a forest.
Ho there! I say, good people.
Whose castle is this?
Stand down from your horse, my good sir, for we be smugglers and have no love of witnesses.
Ooh, they're pirates.
On, you know, creating problems of far more difficulty than those of your petty rum running.
Off your horse, sir!
Sir, I happen to be an
The dread pirate maple syrup beard.
Be in your brain, sir.
If you're still around here in 15 minutes, you're going to be in trouble, buddy. When he goes to reload.
Gotta reload this.
Devil take you.
Ta-da! 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 Do you think all they had was like 5 soldier uniforms?
Yes. 1 horse. 10 swords.
What have you got for us?
I like to yell charge like that when I plug in my phone.
Why'd they have that scene with the smugglers? There's no reason for it. He could have just found these guys.
From what you're saying, we should be headed back to York shortly.
Correct.
And doesn't matter if the Yankees reoccupied York.
No. We go in anyway.
Do we?
Yes.
Well, that's well and good.
Yes. I'm a loose cannon that plays by his own rules. What?
Ship that Commodore Yeo has supposedly sent for us.
What do you think they called people like that before they'd invented cannons?
Has a one-breasted...
Loose.
You're joking.
He's a loose trebuchet, this
You're
guy.
a loose saber out there.
That's Sarge.
Yeah.
No, by heavens, I dare say you wouldn't. All right, then. Why did Commodore Yeo pick me?
I've learned quite a lot about you and your men, Sergeant. I know of your experience and stature in England. And
yeah, I see. See what I'm saying there? Wink, wink.
that landed you here in the enlisted ranks.
Oh, do you now?
There's more. Your man Jenkins is one of the most notorious pickpockets and masters of trickery and connivance artists in the West Country.
Oh, they're so yeah, I was right. It's going to be a team of like people with unique skills.
Yeah.
Top-notch engineer.
That I'm sure they will not do well at all.
Wilkes is a dead shot. He doesn't say much, but he's...
I guess I don't really understand how having a pickpocket along really helps when it's just like row after row of riflemen firing at one another.
Well, pickpocket and trickery.
And trickery. Hey, look over there! First guy to ever do that.
Intelligence will be yours to use at your disposal.
I mean, just really, I mean, this is like a Mission Impossible kind of thing. Then I take it that's what they're.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mission Impossible, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, each one has its own little unique.
And I want your opinion.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are not to question my orders at any time. You do understand.
Quite clear, Sarge.
All right, then. We best be off. Wilkes, McGregor.
Aye, Sarge.
What do you think this is? Easter Sunday?
Come on.
I don't know, sir. We've been outside this whole time. Don't have a calendar out here, sir. Can't very well say what day it is. It might be.
Oh, back to York. Then perhaps we'll catch a ride with the Yankees across to Sackett's Harbor.
O.R. Bloody strange sense of humor.
All right, everyone, fall in.
Bloody strange sense of humor. This is my British accent.
What? Lieutenant Fulton, we're off on combined operations with Commodore Yeo. Right. Fall in.
His name's Commodore A.O.?
Come on, get the letter.
Commodore Yale, I think.
Commodore Yale, okay. I misheard that.
He's the one who founded the university.
Let's go.
That's a well-known Yale, a little smaller university that failed.
Yeah, a little smaller one.
Way to go.
They call it Commodore's University.
He also invented Commodore 64.
That's right. Oh no, a little slower than that, guys. You will not be able to keep that pace up all the way to York.
Leave the horses behind, everyone.
Right.
Smythe then told
We're the only uniforms we have.
appearance and of the defense plans of the fort at Kingston. With these plans, the Americans would be able to attack and defeat Kingston with little difficulty. It became obvious that we had to stop Lieutenant Winslow and his men.
Back then, you had to write a letter without the use of Chat GPT.
It was
That's right.
friend Meg, whom I had
Chat GPT was asking a bunch of people what they read before and like to write it down.
supplies of her own for the fleeing Americans.
Again, fleeing, like they're all on foot here. I mean, surely they would have had horses or something. I mean,
right.
They had a lot more Yankee uniforms than they had British.
Must have been cheaper.
I don't believe that man's Native American. Do. Yes. Huh?
I'm sure as soon as he speaks, we'll find out that he's going to be treated with great sensitivity.
I think he just tried to stab him.
Get away!
And now it's all gone wrong.
My sword! Winslow!
Get him.
Oh, shut that face.
Shot in the eye.
And now I'm dead.
If one of you guys could shoot this guy, that would really be a good help to me.
Oh, MMA has sure evolved a lot since these days, hey?
Yeah, that's right. Don't even recognize it.
No arm bars being used, no rear naked choke.
Both these guys are just going for the strangle, it looked like.
I think that was basically the one.
He's strangling two at once.
Strangling two under the water at once. Yeah, strangle.
He has great grip strength if he can do two.
Hey. Now me, eh? Ándale, señor.
Oh, it's the Spaniard in the. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Lieutenant.
Yeah, he's trying to get his sword back.
Looks like the dashed fella up there.
And I don't know who this woman is. She was with the native guys there.
Yeah.
Well, half the regiment just got wiped out.
Well, they killed the Spaniard, it looks like, though.
I wouldn't call that a regiment. That was like, what, 6 people?
6 dudes,
7
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. I don't think they killed the Spaniard because otherwise they wouldn't have dragged him away.
No, I think they knocked him out again. They want to keep him alive for some reason.
I just thought they were taking him off to violate his body. I didn't realize.
Nice and subtle, guys. There you go. Undercover.
That should be it right there. First thing we'll need is a rowboat to get out.
Very well lit.
Put a bomb underneath the wall. 10-minute fuse. Hi, Sergeant. Smythe, you, myself.
Good thing we're standing right beneath this light here.
Jenkins.
You'll see they've had electric lighting in New York.
Right, well, let's do it, lads.
It's crazy to imagine how dark the general world must have been before electric lights,
yeah.
eh?
Yeah,
Not
for
just,
sure.
Also, the sounds, too. Like, if you think about it, you wouldn't have heard any motorized vehicles.
Nope.
Right?
Wouldn't be
You
that
wouldn't
hum of general.
Yeah, you wouldn't see any signage anywhere. You wouldn't be reading things everywhere you looked. There's no billboards and no shops and
Stars,
stuff.
you'd see all these stars out because there's not light pollution dimming them.
Yeah, you'd hear the occasional hammering and like birds and stuff and animals, but
yeah,
very different world.
People fornicating in the street. The
Yeah,
plague
you hear
spreaders, the
that.
doomsayers.
Fillmore Cooper's at it again.
10 if I can set it at all.
Took it all while they was running away.
There wasn't any
Don't you know that? Don't be stupid. They dropped it when...
The script just said, insert drunken soldier talk here.
Look, I'll prove it.
Overt operations.
Yeah, look, they're Marines now.
Whoa!
Whoa! Okay, now I understand.
That was their whole budget. There's their
Yeah.
whole budget right there.
Listen, we can either hire professional actors to make this a real movie, or you can have the scene where the house blows up. Your
Or you
call.
can blow up a house. I'm calling it early. I'm giving this 1.5 stars. I don't imagine it's going to get much better as it goes on. They get on a modern, pass an outboard motor as they get on a modern boat.
That almost is what it looks like. It feels like it's a metal hull there.
Yeah.
No, Green Berets have good branding. Like if you hear somebody was a Green Beret, you're like, oh, that dude's tough, you know, Army and all that. But the Red Berets, never heard of them.
That's true.
I'm gonna have to have
Exactly. Exactly. That's why they're hired for the covert operations.
You grenadiers, stand away from the gun. Quiet. You men! What was that explosion?
It looked like somebody blew up.
Sounds like the Jaws theme.
I didn't hear that line. What was that explosion? You need to talk into the microphone.
Helmsman!
Oh, it was all a trick.
And strike those colors! Come along, come along! Lieutenant Grogan's, get these men to some dinner! Mr. Smythe, Mr. Marshall!
No, leave the colors on. That way nobody will notice.
Mr. Smythe!
They're just stealing a ship?
The other day when you prevailed...
No, I think this is all I think it was a fake American ship to rendezvous with the guys who blew up the thing. I don't know why they had to blow up the thing.
That the Americans had captured. There was also with her a certain gentleman of Spanish extraction, was there not?
Yes, sir. But he was merely a common...
A simple yes or no will do, Mr. Smythe.
Didn't General Provost tell you that the woman was assigned to this man's protection?
But good lord, sir, the Americans have the plans for the defense of
Smythe,
Kingston.
do you know who that Spaniard is?
Well, I assume that...
Russell Crowe, Gladiator?
Sergeant Marshall.
Is that?
Probably just as well. Very well, get some dinner, Smite.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marshall. Sir? Speak to you in my cabin at once. Sir!
Sir!
Yeah, a little comic business there.
Oh, why couldn't we joke? That was so funny.
A long time ago. A long time ago? Yes, of course. Your mother didn't like your uncle any better than you did. I hear he embezzled nearly all your family's fortune. That's right. You're right.
Yeah, real hysterical story. Our family loves that one. Great story.
Glad we're getting all these good character building scenes.
Oh, well. It's good to keep busy, Jonathan. I've seen Jack Claggett again. I think he wants my head on a stick.
This is so bad. This is really, really bad. This is like an amateur play. You know what I mean? Like a really badly written play, just drawn out into a full movie form.
Well, that's where the Yankees are. We're gonna take you in there tomorrow as close as possible. Behind the
Has anybody in this movie ever acted before in any capacity? That's what I would wonder.
I don't know.
You have to intercept those plans before they reach the ship. Because once that ship leaves,
that's just the plot of Star Wars.
I don't know where it's going. Even if we did, we'd be pretty eloquent.
Where are those transmissions you intercepted? What happened to those plans? On a diplomatic mission to York.
These aren't the Mohicans you're looking for.
Oh, one more thing. Certainly, my lad.
Who is this Spanish fellow the Yankees are holding?
Don Carlos.
Yeah, who is it?
The exiled king of Spain.
The king of Spain.
Hey,
Exiled king of Spain.
What?
Foxy Fruitus has a song about that.
Yeah.
Good night.
Now we know why they switched. What happened?
Yeah. What do you think is more painful, watching this movie or spending a night with Jean Gomeshi?
Well, it depends.
Depends. If it's an interview, maybe not. But if he wants to get up to any hanky panky, then I hear it can be pretty painful. Yeah. You know what really turned me on? You know what really just do it for me? If you could just let me give you a good punch in the face. Oh, that would do it for me so much.
Yeah, if I could just crawl over your body and just start wailing on your face, that's what really turns me on sexually.
Here we go. Here's some action coming. I can smell it.
Finally, some light jogging.
You know, it's interesting because aren't the British soldiers with these hats not supposed to move?
Those are guards. I think those
They're
are
all
just guards.
fuzzy, those hats.
Rest easy, lads. Alex, how did your chart room session go last night?
Only had 4 hours of sleep, Sergeant.
So did I, Alex.
Ah, but you were drinking.
Did you get the plans done?
I've had time to let the ink dry.
Good plans.
Sorry, can we just drop back there for a quick second here and look at these clouds? There it is.
I thought that ink looks pretty dry to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are really detailed.
Very, very detailed plans. He's got the little rowboats off in the harbor there.
Yeah.
And if you flip this part, you made like a flip book. So you're. And here
It's like
we
a
are,
bad fold in.
running in. Yeah. I tried to look up if the exiled King of Spain was ever in Canada, but it's just talking about the most current King of Spain that's not in Spain anymore.
Is he in Canada?
He's not in Canada, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where he is.
The current King of Spain has been reigning from 1812 to now, and he's just in Canada.
He's immortal. I don't think I think Spain abandoned their monarch, so I mean he would be the King of Spain if they still had a king.
But the monarch never abandoned them.
That's right. The monarch still cares about you, Spain.
Yeah, all that overthrow the monarchy, behead the rich, that's water under the bridge, guys. If you reinstall me as king, all is forgiven.
All is forgiven.
Well, John Marshall. I just knew you'd come barging into my life again sooner or later.
You're looking well, Meg.
What is this, Casablanca now? What is going on with this dialogue?
You like it in Kingston, Nick?
All the forests and all the British occupied territories
come into mind.
I waited for 3 days on the far side of the Don River for you. York was crawling.
Play it, Sam.
I had
yeah, one of the British flutes there.
Yeah, that's great.
Climb a tree.
It's important, Meg.
Is it?
There was a woman and a Spaniard. Where are they?
Oh, well, if you abandon me for another woman, then totally understand. All is forgiven.
Me in the woods while the Americans invade York. I wait for 3 days in the pouring rain for you. Wind up wandering around with a band of Indians, and now you want to know which way the Yankees went and leave me here again.
Meg.
Yes, that's the plan in a nutshell.
Attacked 2 days ago.
Where are they now?
The lieutenant said they were going up to the Gananoque.
That's some real Angela from The Office vibes.
Knocked your Spaniard senseless with the back of an axe. They have 2.5 days head start. You'll never catch up to them, John.
Wilkes, distribute some provisions to these men.
You know where you're going, Sergeant?
No medical attention. No, just provisions.
I do. I even know a shortcut.
Bloody hell.
You're too late, John.
Are you just about done, Wilkes?
Hi, Sarge.
All right, men, fall in file.
Yes, Sarge. Actually, half of them are dead, sir. Should I give provisions to the dead ones still, sir?
Just leave it on the corpses. We have to get going.
You'll never catch up to them. You're too late, John!
After beating a hasty retreat from Meg, we set off to try and catch the Americans before they reached the mouth of the Gananoque.
Sassy vixen.
They,
Meg.
no doubt, had a boat waiting there to take them to their headquarters at Sackett's Harbor. It was about this time that I began to fear for the safety of Miss Wentworth and Don Carlos.
I didn't care much. I didn't care about Meg, who we left in the wilderness. Once I smacked the King of Spain, now I eat humble pie.
I've tried to treat you as a gentleman. These repeated attempts to escape are becoming increasingly inconvenient. So let me make my
He said he tried to treat him as a gentleman, so is he now treating him as a lady?
of this kind.
That's right.
Their toil on Miss Wentworth. Do you understand my meaning, sir?
You do not realize who you're talking to.
I don't give a damn if you're voting himself. I am in command here. And I will have this.
Yeah, Napoleon's having his own trouble here in 1812. He's having a hard time of it as well.
Stand easy, lads.
I imagine the mosquitoes would have been pretty bad back then.
I would imagine it would have been god awful. Like the black flies. I imagine it would have been hellish.
Waterfall to the north.
I think they're worse now, and I'll tell you why. Because they've had years and years of poisons that they've had to like become resistant to nowadays.
A day or two.
So any mosquito that survives is like apex mosquito.
McGregor. Aye, Sergeant.
They would have been larger in number back then, though, I would think.
Going to do it.
Imagine bringing DDT back to this time frame for mosquitoes. They wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't be able to cope with it.
They'd be all gone.
Cut them up into about 2 10-foot sections and start lashing them together. And the whole thing must be ready tomorrow morning. Now, the beach is too small, so we'll have to build it up here and lower it
Yes.
dawn.
And make a second deck on it, with somewhere I can look out, and maybe a card table. Build a card table as well.
Sergeant, it can't be done.
There's a bottle of whiskey in it for you.
Take 2 or 3 days at least.
I'll have Jenkins make good on all his debts.
What time
I
tomorrow?
wonder if any of these fellas is going to step on a bear trap in this movie.
You're no
I would hope so.
Right, you lads, let's go. What do you think you're sitting around for? You think it's a holiday?
I only say that because this movie really reminds me of Cannibal the Musical at this point.
Yes, it really does.
Yes. Except that was like this on purpose with jokes in it.
But none of the
Whereas
whimsy.
These
yeah.
guys, whereas these guys are honestly trying their best.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a real movie.
And now it's an episode of The Campbells on CBC. Filmed from 2 different cameras here. 2 different lighting.
There's no way these guys get this much work done if they had smartphones to look at.
No.
Yeah, as soon as you hear that ding, you want to check it, you know? You want to check for it and see.
Where were they holding that saw? Because they were traveling really light. They had their guns.
were.
They all had packs.
And they have multiple different types of saws here now.
Yeah. And that rope. I mean, maybe they could hide the rope, but that saw seems pretty big.
What about the pulley system they must be using?
God, I don't know how to take this job. I could Bleeding heavy. Okay, that's it. She's just about down. That's it. A little more. Come on. Aye, that's it. She's taking it. She's almost at there. Right. Gently.
You're dropping it in the water. Just drop it, guys. It's just wood. It should be okay.
That's it. A little more. Aye, that's it. Okay. More gently. Right, that's it. She's down. That's great. Way to go, sons. You Sassenachs are all right. You know that?
Rum.
And it sinks right away because there's no pith or anything in between. There's no, like...
Hey.
Yeah, they haven't
tar or
sealed it
anything
at all.
in between to make it-
Yeah.
There's like some Iroquois just watching, like, there's a path that goes down. You could just have come around this.
Go around. It's
There's trees down here. You could have cut those down here and just built it.
the real news headline is like 5 local actors found dead in red coats because they went down the rapids in a home-built raft.
That's right. They filmed this. There's no safety or anything. No, it'll be fine, guys. Just go. It'll be fine.
It's going a lot faster than we thought it was going to go.
And then the next scene, when they arrive to where they're going, it's 5.
Just 5 different guys. Yeah.
They're just quietly like, it'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
We were able to retrieve the costumes from the corpses.
Yeah.
So
we're good to
this
go
looks
ahead.
very dangerous, though, doesn't it?
I assume there's a lot of rocks where they are. Going at it.
Hey guys, I have the steerer bit. I have the rudder, and I'm in the front now. Should I be worried?
They're genuinely starting to panic at this point.
Beautiful country, though.
As the director of this, yes, we did
Sportsman's
capture their
paradise.
death on camera, but we didn't want to use that in the final production. We thought it would be disrespectful to their memory. And that's fine.
And then
totally
we thought,
guys now.
what would they have wanted us to do?
What would they have wanted us to do, though?
Jenkins, come on, it's only water.
Look at that raft, eh? What a beaut. Brought us all the way down here, no problems.
It's like Tropic Thunder. They're like, okay, we're gonna hide the cameras in the trees, and you're actually
Yeah, that's
gonna.
right. You go. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, come on, lad.
Here, I parked my shade that a bloody drive stick.
Yeah, make lots of noise, guys. That'll help you sneak up on those Americans.
Come on, Magooter, get going.
Where'd that rope? Who put the rope up?
Yeah, wouldn't somebody have to get to the top first?
Oh, so good.
Must have been that guy.
For us, stay off.
Going up. Right.
Oh, I'm pulling. Some outbow Greek.
They're really making history come alive, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, okay, they climbed a hill. Like, is this... is this something we need to know about what's about to happen here?
I don't know if I could say the same myself. We're all here.
I think that's it.
Sod mountaineering for a gang of soldiers.
These uniforms are really inconvenient.
Go on, untie that. There's a lad.
Right.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Well, Sergeant, even overland, we should be breathing down their necks by about midnight. I suggest a frontal attack. You know, the same sort of thing you perpetrated when...
A full frontal
attack, yes.
Yes and no. Remember, I don't want to endanger your former associate, Miss Wentworth. And further to the point, this Spanish fellow, if anything should happen to him, we might as well head for Cathay. They won't like it too much in Montreal.
Between you and me, Sarge, who the hell is he anyway?
All in good time, Smythe. First things first.
I'd like to hold on to that little chestnut that the audience already fully knows, so there's no reason not to reveal it to you.
Right.
So there's no suspense for us anymore.
Jenkins, do you remember that time when you and McGregor stole Lieutenant Bolton's best whiskey?
You and McGregor?
Rum.
You and McGregor.
A new pair of boots. A and two
that's pretty good.
cards.
Sergeant, we never.
You frightened him out of his tent by doing a lot of Indian war cries, much in the same manner as General Brock's troops at Queenston Heights, did you not?
Honest, Sarge, it was them other two lads. Aye, what you said, Sarge.
Can you do it again?
Aye, all right.
I see what you're going for there, and you didn't succeed.
Yeah. Won't be long before we board that ship on our way to Sackett's.
Yep, all that has to happen is that ship just has to come here and we'll be off the beach. Yep, sir. As long as nobody invades us before that ship gets here, we should be smooth sailing.
Agent down in Kingston, though, Lieutenant. Old Cooper's about the best old boy we got.
Yeah.
His military judgments sometimes seem clouded by his compassion. Excuse me, sir. If you wanted a cup of coffee, I'm sure Sergeant Claggett here would be pleased to oblige. Claggett, pour the man some coffee.
Get it, Claggett.
Come on, Claggett.
You know something, boy? I hope you do try to make a run for it. Because they would give me a chance.
Claggett! I'll have no savagery here. Indian!
Help!
Silence that girl!
Don't anyone move.
Good God, it's John Marshall.
Bien, Rachel.
So what was the point of like making the Indian sounds?
Shut up.
They were just gonna come right out?
Scare him, I guess.
Lieutenant, I'll attend to you in a moment.
For like a second before they stood up and said, "Don't anyone move."
Yeah.
The King of Spain.
And they didn't even have somebody like on the other side of where they were making the Indian sounds. It was right where they were.
Yeah. It's all mine.
So if they shoot and kill, aha, you may have shot my Canadian body, but I was making an Indian sound at the time. So hold on, wait a minute.
I've come about a matter of some plans we think you have.
He just sacked both those guys. Yeah, nice work.
Excuse me, Your Grace. I'm going to go after
Go ahead, Sergeant. I have an appointment of my own.
Wait!
I'll dig my way out.
What did he just dig up there?
They're the plans.
Oh, the plans. Okay, okay.
And that's how the King of Spain saved Canada.
And that's why he's still on our money to this day.
That's right. This is the big climax, guys. Oh, I hope to God this is the big climax.
It's all been building to this moment. Every expert turn of phrase, every perfectly plotted action moment.
Every historically accurate detail. It's like actually very, very dangerous terrain running across. Oh, good. We cut back to the other chase now. They started this war, not me. They drew first blood, not me.
Marshal! It's time.
Oh, he's got the axe.
It's time.
And then fade wipe into the other stuff.
Yep.
Don't cut back and forth excitedly. No, just fade. And James,
strip
Fenmore
down
Cooper comes out of the
completely
bushes.
here.
This is all great stuff. This
Waited a long time. Long time. Ah. Ah. Wait it.
I think that axe has the advantage there.
Yeah.
Oh, Marshal, get up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's been cut already.
Yeah. I feel like the guy with the mustache is going to lose this fight, and in the other fight, the guy with the mustache is going to win.
Yeah, always bet on or against the guy with the mustache.
And he'll never lose. Yeah, slugged him right in the guts while he was down there. That was pretty good.
Oh, quick jabs.
I mean, honestly.
No.
Whiff. They didn't make any effort to make it look like those punches connected at all. How is he dead from that?
He clearly dove very, very carefully in, feet first.
Yeah, it's only a foot deep. That's how he died.
Maybe pick things up with your non-wounded arm.
That would be a pretty sweet cliff to jump off.
Oh no, he's alive.
He's alive after all?
He faked it. He faked it.
Good, so we can have the real final battle. I don't know. I think the Spaniards do a loss here. He's been kind of like beating everybody up all movie.
Yeah, but he's so good to begin with because he fought like 3 people off earlier.
That's true.
So even beaten up, he's better. I think that's what I'm going with. Oh, but now finally someone comes to help.
Oh, thanks for waiting me to get up there, buddy. Appreciate that.
Oh, my balls! My Spanish balls!
Hurry up!
And now what's the plan? Are you going
I'll
to
simply
swim all
go
the way
under
to
the
boat?
water. That's right.
Come on, come on.
Oh, they got a rowboat.
Let's go. See if you can get it.
Makes sense why there's no banks on the ocean, because the getaway driver would be incredibly slow.
Yeah.
Well, they got sandbanks.
Yeah, that's true. Very little
Sea
money in
dollars.
And then it explodes. We hit it right in the gas tank, gentlemen.
Yeah.
So if they get to the boat, they win the war? Is that how that works?
Yeah. He had the plans to invade Kingston.
And this boat is kind of the linchpin of the whole operation.
Yeah, I mean, why didn't they go to the boat earlier? Why were they waiting for so long? They even mentioned all we have to do is get onto that boat, gentlemen.
Come on, man. We've got to make it to Cyprus. Hurry up.
God, we don't even know.
Just a dynamite roller coaster ride of action here.
Yeah.
Find out, mi amigo. They are going to a place called Sackett's Harbor.
After all that.
We could catch them. We could catch them and retrieve the plans. If only we could find a way to Los Estados Unidos.
Here, what's he saying?
I think he's implying that we should
I mean, everything he said was English.
What? Shall we take Miss Wentworth?
No, Miss Wentworth will go back to Kingston with Los Americanos.
Oh, very nice, Your Grace. But the plan has a few gaps in it. Like how...
But then who will we have sex with on the boat? Each other?
Have you thought of that? Wait, now that I said it out loud, I think this is a jolly good plan. Oh, there's smugglers. The smugglers are right there. They were right there, just down the beach from where this huge sword fight was fighting, watching them shoot at the boat, hearing the musket shots go off. They just sat there that whole time.
Didn't react.
Without moving. They're like, shit, maybe we should get out of here, you guys.
The smugglers. Now,
If I know anything about smuggling, this doesn't really involve us, so we can ignore it totally.
Away.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, slow pan back, everybody. That's what you need. Really establish that that boat's in the water.
The boat's in the water, huh?
Like, how were they that close and didn't notice the musket? They didn't notice the sword fight. They didn't notice the muskets firing. Just sat there the whole time.
We want you to smuggle us onto that boat. Put us under your coat and kind of get us on there.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me...
Oh, jeez, he let him go. Right on his head. Okay.
Well done, Your Grace. Well, now that we're all gathered together, I want you to tell Commodore Yeo that we'll be 2 miles west of Sackett's Harbor 5 days hence. Tell him to have a ship ready.
How much left is in this movie?
Is that clear?
Another 20 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, when he said that, another 5 days hence, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good amount of screen time
That's
left.
a real journey, yeah.
Why, no, it stimulates the economy. It provides...
I'm taking off the star.
What be you wanting then, sir?
A boat ride.
They've asked for it.
The United States.
It's gone down to 1 star.
You're barmy.
I put it to you, sir. Are you or are you not a free-born Englishman?
Aye, that I be.
Good. Then you will take us across the lake there to engage our common enemy, or else I'll slap you in Kingston Stockade so fast your head will spin.
You ever been to sea, Billy?
Ever been in circus prison, Billy?
Comfortable night aboard the smuggler's ship, we eventually arrived at the outskirts of Sackett's Harbor. From there, we made our way to the inn, which was known to be the Yankee commander's headquarters.
We brought the King of Spain with us. We don't know why, but we did. I'm going to show this to my kid so he can go into history class and go, and that's how 4 soldiers and the King of Spain prevented the Americans from attacking the British colonies.
He'll have an advantage over his classmates.
This is the place. Winslow and General Dearborn are in the pub.
It's good to be back.
It's a shame you lost Pike, sir.
He should have stayed on board ship like I told him to. The fool. Anyway, I understand you have a little package for me?
Yes, sir. Took it from James Fenimore Cooper's hands myself.
Excellent. These English bastards are living on borrowed time. With these plans, we'll be able to take Kingston this summer, and then during the winter campaign, we'll squeeze Montreal into a tiny surrender.
Open it, sir.
That's right.
Haven't looked at it yet. No.
Manifesting our destiny.
Honor.
Yeah.
But let's have a toast first. The Republic.
The Republic.
Let's have a look. Ah.
It's just a copy of Fenmore's new book.
Good evening, my name is... Good, and these are my merry men. Don't anyone make a false move, or one of my merry men will render you a contralto. General.
You can only get off like 5 shots before they're rushed.
Yeah. A musket only fires one thing at a time here.
I got bayonets, though.
General Dearborn.
Yeah.
I missed you at York last week. I'll have you drawn and quiet.
How's the Gemmy Lake? Let's have a look at those plans.
The United States Marines will be here at any moment.
I do not think so, senor. They will be busy taking care of the damage caused from the explosion.
Explosion? Why explosion?
That one. Now, those plans.
Oh, check out that one-liner there.
Oh, take that.
That one. I'm Bond, James Bond.
This is like the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, just like done really poorly.
Last of the Mohicans. sounds rather depressing.
Hey, name drop there.
Hey!
Believe this is what we've come for.
Sarge,
That's what they've been.
social committee.
That's the plan. Wipe
No,
out all the
I think the plans are in
Mohicans
the book.
but one.
We'll all have to get together and do it again sometime after the war.
Gentlemen, please, drown your sorrows at my expense.
Wiggins! Wiggins, come along,
Yes.
Wiggins. Remember your wife. How does he do it?
I actually didn't know it was a book. I just knew the film with Daniel Day-Lewis.
There's a film first. He wrote the book based on the movie.
Right.
Yeah, there's that character Hawkeye is in. It's the Last Mohicans, the Deer Slayer, and there's like 2 others I think that character's in. That Daniel Day-Lewis played.
Okay, pull him in. Poor devil.
Uh-oh.
Quickly,
Take him into the bushes.
and give me my disguise.
Like, did anyone go after them or anything?
I don't
Or once
think
they
so.
left the pub, it's like, yep, they escaped, guys.
They got away with the plans fair and square.
They're putting the fake plans in now, though, because remember he had that guy draw other bad plans. So part of this plan is to get fake plans to them.
What the hell do you want?
Sir, I think I found that package you've been hollering about, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Your name, Private?
Third, sir.
Non-British man, sir. Phil non-British man.
Are you prisoners?
Prisoners?
You're British prisoners.
Those prisoners. They plumb got away, sir.
God.
That the search is to continue.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Lieutenant! Lieutenant Winslow! Yes, sir.
Some nice comedic business there.
This is how wars are won, gentlemen. The exact same thing happened to Adolf Hitler. A Canadian guy
Yeah.
snuck in there wearing full Nazi uniform and said, "Hello, I'm Fritz, and I have this package to give you."
Here are the plans.
Don't worry, sir. We've got
Fritz the Nazi, eh?
We're gonna have them by dawn at the latest.
Excellent.
There was a thing where they put fake plans on they captured a spy, and I think they put fake plans in his briefcase and like threw his
Sent him
body
back.
off a boat.
Oh
And
yeah.
so they found him like, oh, he must have jumped off the boat. But hey, he got these. Now we can. And it was about their the Allies' plans to land in one place, but they were landing in a different place.
Right.
All sorts of. They even had like fake army equipment that they set up on the beaches to look like they were preparing for an invasion to throw Hitler off.
Yeah.
There was like
Yeah,
blow
yeah.
up stuff that was just like balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as wars go, there's not a cooler war than World War II, that's for sure.
How'd you sleep last night?
Sure, that's how everyone who was in it thought too. You know what? This is a really cool war.
Yay for invasion. Aye.
Best last scene.
This is so cool, you guys. All those people in the concentration camps. You know, but I bet it's cool. I bet it's a cool war, though.
Think
That's
about
cool out
reading
there.
about this. Think about reading about this years later. Everybody's good. They're gonna go bananas
Yeah.
over this.
That'd be great. Oh, oh, oh,
Get back here, right.
Right.
Didn't you like the looks of this?
Right. Get back there. Form a line of skirmish.
Yeah, quickly.
All right, lads.
Make ready.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
What's happening now?
There's a fight, I guess.
Line 'em up. Come on, let's go.
Like a real battle's happening.
Are these Americans they're fighting?
For you lads, load them up and hand them to myself.
This is the first time they've engaged in traditional musket warfare here.
Yeah.
It has been a pleasure and an honor fighting this war.
I I don't think there's a finer example of this style of warfare on film than The Patriot.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly better than this. They both fired several volleys, and that's the first time someone's gotten hit.
See, look at how boring that is, though. World War II, it's like guy's legs blowing off.
Yeah.
Right, fix bayonets! Ready, lads? One last cracker.
What the hell was that?
Come along, Jonathan. Some of your men. Hurry up.
Oh, the secret army comes out from the bushes now.
This is Commodore James Earle, commander of the Provincial Marine.
This is actually one of the biggest battles of the War of 1812. Over 30 people involved.
For dinner. Now,
that's right. There were almost 2 whole casualties.
Jonathan?
Sir?
Have your men advance?
Yes, sir. Advancing with the...
Yes, sir.
That's a quick step. Right.
A tiger in Africa.
Vámonos, mi amigos.
The other soldiers just fire at will.
Yeah, poor Will.
Both guys from the left.
In these movies. He's the linchpin. Once you take out Will, the rest will crumble. No, I say, they got Will. Run!
Remember the raisin? Remember Yorktown? For rank! For the Republic!
I was giving a little stump speech.
On an actual stump, yeah.
Uh-huh. That's how the King of Spain helped the British Army defeat the Americans.
Just bayonets him in the face there. That was pretty harsh.
No, the pointy end. The pointy end, not the side.
Wow, that guy's pretty sick. He could have just stabbed him immediately, but he wanted to strangle him to death.
That's right. He has smaller bayonets along the side of his gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody help. Just let him fight. Just let him fight the King of Spain.
That guy's just like making a wanking off motion there.
That's right. That's what he feels about this movie.
It's like, all right,
Oh,
guys.
Come on. Let's wrap this up now.
The third. 3 cheers.
A lot of lives could have been saved if they had fought war like they did in Troy, you know, where they sent the one strongest fella from each
just
army.
one person. Yeah.
All right, come about. Let's go.
And that's where it ends? Does it go down the line? Like second strongest then jumps in to try?
Yeah.
I think they ended up fighting a full-scale war after that. But
Yeah, I think they
regular
still
war
fought the
after
war.
that.
I don't think they stopped it based on that.
yeah.
I think the world leaders of the two countries should have to actually fight it out. Whoever's in charge of the countries, those two should just go and fight it out. Or the head generals, right? Somebody like that, you know? Oh, the tens of people that died in this senseless war.
Yeah, ever since 1812, all wars after that were rigged.
They decided who would win ahead of time.
They decided the winner ahead of time, and then kept kayfabe, so that you knew that, like.
Yeah, just to maintain the illusion.
Falsified plans to the Americans as well as capturing the real ones.
Mi Commodore.
We did.
You did?
Huh. Jonathan, what did those false plans really say about Kingston?
Well, I was merely the delivery boy, so let me bring
It sent them to Louisiana, sir.
McGregor?
They'll be invading New Orleans.
McGregor, in James Fenimore Cooper's plans of Kingston, we know that the Americans were expecting
You have to say the guy's full name every time.
80 heavy cannon.
Yes.
How
Probably in his contract.
It's in his contract.
Yeah, let's see. It'll say. No. About 350.
350?
That's body count?
Well, that was a heavy cannon, and then there's a light cannon on the motor.
Oh, that'll certainly give them...
No, so he's asking, like, what did you put in the fake plans?
Do it, Sanj. No.
Does that mean they're going to be more prepared? They'll bring more people to invade, or?
Yeah, get out of here.
Right.
I don't understand what the fake plans were all about.
To attack Kingston.
Just a drawing of boobs.
Well, let's see.
They wanted to attack Montreal, though. That did not just happen.
Okay. That just happened.
Message for you.
So he said there's, oh no, they've got all these cannons and all these things, and now they're looking, going, oh no, we won't be able to attack Kingston. So now they're going to attack Montreal instead, and they'll be able to control it.
Turn to your rightful place on the throne.
I'm guessing that's what we're supposed to get from that.
They should have freeze framed on that guy's face when he looked at the false plans. That should have been the end of the movie.
That should have been the credits, yeah. Roll credits.
Myself. Mi amigo. Via con Dios.
Mi amigo.
Muy gracias.
Jordan, what did he say?
He said, my friend, via con Dios. And then he said, thank you.
Oh.
Via con
ride
Dios
that
is
horse
also
back.
the catchphrase of Monsignor Martinez on King of the Hill. I don't know if you guys know that, but
He's going to ride that horse all the way back to Spain. My lady, it was a pleasure to, how do you say in your country, bang you? You have such a beautiful language.
You'd be hard-pressed to find another man like him. Aye. He took on 3 soldiers all by himself. Quite the swordsman.
Yeah, yes. Then another dialogue in the background. You know, I've been reading this Last of the Mohicans, chaps. It's actually not a bad book. And now the end credits will be the same as the beginning credits.
The British.
The British. Well, there you go. That was a historically inaccurate depiction of the 1812 war.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots of liberties taken.
Yeah. For our American viewers watching, that is about as exciting as it's made in our history classes as well in Canada, here in Canada. We really don't jazz it up at all.
This one was brutality. I don't even know what to say. Was this even a movie? Can we even call this a movie? What was this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like a bunch of people goofing off. I get like just they obviously got some funding for it.
Yeah,
I thought it was great. This is one of the best movies we watched on this show. In fact, I think more movies should be filmed in this style.
Right.
The style of no style at all.
Exactly. The gatekeepers of the movie industry have gotten us to where we're at. We need more films like this to shake things up.
Right.
A bold new vision from the director. How about no cinematography, you guys?
Right.
Yeah, only mic one actor in a scene where there's 4 actors.
Hold on.
Where it's echoey
no
in the
actors
room.
at all, just people.
Just whoever's working down at Fort Edmonton that day.
Oh my god, yes, that is a great tagline for the studio. No actors, just people.
Just people.
I love it.
Well, that was 1812, also known as what was it also known as?
The King's Regiment.
So there you go, everybody. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Yeah. Tell you what, because that was particularly painful, if you leave a comment below, we will give you an extra 10 points.
Yes,
I think in our competition.
10 points,
because
totally
you
fair.
went through it. That's totally fair. If you leave a comment below, then you get an extra 10 points.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it too. Too.
Well, I hope you had unreasonable fun. Because I sure did.
That movie was unreasonable, that's for sure.
It was.
Why don't you all skedaddle now? And we're going to get on with our evenings as well. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, have a good...
Kill those cameras.
Good night, everybody.
Hear him saying it. He said, "You get